Yeah, well, the reason I, the reason I'm doing this one, and I just decided I was like, you know what? People really should know. People really should know why they need to listen to the Smoking Man in the Iron Mask. Why is this? Because I know you say to yourself, I got my favorite conspiracy guy. Okay, I've got Steve Quayle. I've got Alex Jones, of course. I've got David Icke. I've got Fritz Springmeier. I've got Benjamin Fullfoot. I've got, Leo Zagami, whatever clown you name right now. Unless you say Visigoth, pretty much. That's the only one I can name. It's pretty much all the way there. I've got Eric John Phipps. I've got Eustace Mullins. I don't give a fuck who you got, okay? You know why? Because 99% of all those guys ain't giving you the full perspective of what is going on. You heard me. They're not giving. Look at you. You're just like on Foresight and the Lance right now on the Lower East Side, just like in this clip from Angels with Dirty Faces, which is a great freaking movie. You're happy in your delusion, but you're poor. You got nothing. You got each other, and we hate each other. So what's the point of having each other? You see what I'm saying? And that's what you will see as the overall crux of my argument when I do these videos. It's the point that at the end of the day, we're all on the bottom and we're all screwed. We're getting screwed from every angle. The Jew angle, the Catholic angle, the Protestant angle, the government angle, the state angle. All religious angles. You getting screwed at work. Most of you people. If you didn't have any home training coming up yourself, you're getting screwed at home. Your kids are bossing you around. Your wife's busting your balls. Whatever it is. If you're getting screwed and you're not doing nothing to prepare for what's coming. That's what we all got in common, okay? Alright? White man, I'm gonna do a whole series on white man needs to wake up. Why? Who am I? I've read Plato, H.G. Wells, Herodotus, all the different histories. That doesn't matter. Aldous Huxley, Quigley wrote some of some different other philosophers. Of course, the King James Bible. That doesn't matter. The fact is, white man, guess what? You're getting screwed right now. I will use more coarser language, but I'm trying to be more broad with a broader audience. You're getting screwed over. They con you into coming over here. You run from the Catholic Church. You think you got your safety, your liberty, which is different than freedom. Look it up. Don't make me get into the whole Black's Law Dictionary and the legal person and the fiction and all that. I don't want to go there right now. What I'm saying is you had a liberty. You were allowed to do something. You came over here, you did it, you achieved, you did quite well. That's why America is the exception, because you're actually given a certain level of liberty, which is different than freedom, because a sailor on leave is at liberty. But he has to report back when they say, or he'll be court-martialed and or worse. But anyway, what the Smoking Man and the Iron Mask would like to tell the white man is this. They use you to suppress the other races that you thought were lower because they have a different lifestyle and different color. And once you did that nicely, they got a race of yellow people now whose numbers are exponential, and they're going to take over the job of what you used to do. And that was planned. See, this is the whole thing. That was planned. And not only that, there's another group of people who aren't yellow. They're kind of more of like a brownish red who speak Spanish, and they're going to take your jobs in your home country and your women. Okay? And for you Negroes, they're going to take your drug trade too, because their numbers are that exponential and they come from where the drugs come from, and you don't. Okay? So that's where we're at. Everybody's getting screwed. Everybody's about to be getting screwed a lot worse. Catholics, because I know there are a lot of people who say, the Catholics this, Catholics that. And then don't get me wrong. The Vatican, the Jesuits, they're up there. They're higher than a lot of people think they are. But the point is, the average everyday Catholic is getting screwed too. So it's not benefiting them. The Jews, oh, the money changers, oh, the people who hate Mel Gibson. Oh, let's talk about them for a minute. Okay, now the Jews have been used as scapegoats or have been willing scapegoats because they're so evil and people are that for a long time. But don't you see when you've got specials on the History Channel about Freemasonry, about the Illuminati and the cult, don't you see that they're giving you certain people, hanging them out for you to target? How come all of a sudden in the Da Vinci Code and everything, everybody knows about the Masons and the Templars and they're bad and they're evil? You ask the average person under 30, Illuminati, oh yeah, Jay-Z and everybody's in it and they're all bad. Why, if those same people supposedly control this system, why would they be feeding you the limited hangout of saying, these are the groups you should immediately hold responsible for now? And also, and why would the major media come out to you and say the 99 versus 1% is the corporations and it's the bankers? That's who's bad. Don't you see that is a strata that is in between the real ruling elite and you that you can touch, but that don't run nothing? Okay, that Masonic lodge down the block from you, they might not be planning the end of the world. They might be regular guys in there wanting to get away from their wives and in there drinking and smoking cigars. I know you don't want to believe that. We'll go into that at a later point. But that's who they point you to. The white man who's lost his job, they point you to the Muslim and say, look at the Muslim. If you're in Europe, he's taking your land. He's wearing burqas on the streets of France or in Germany. How do you feel about this? You're upset and you can't find a job. Same thing with the white man in the United States. Look at these Mexicans. Look at these Negroes. They're savages. They're not even legal. They're not supposed to be in this country. In the case of the Mexicans, they don't speak our language, haven't been immunized, don't have proper ID, but yet they're taking your jobs. So you're to be mad at him, not the one who created the situation. That's what you need to realize. Because once you get past the navel gazing of your own situation, you will see the truth that regardless of the history, now everyone is in the same boat. And this is a Titanic with 20 icebergs that we're on right now. You need to realize that. What I wanted to talk about was the interlocking of the corporations. I saw something today. Desilu Productions, CBS, Paramount, of course Prescott Bush is on the board of directors of CBS. The whole media and the corporations, the military, the video games. Did you know Sega Genesis, the video game company, was Service Games? It was a military contractor that made pinball machines for the military. Everything, including this freaking camera and this computer I'm talking on right now, is all military industrial complex that Eisenhower warned you about. This whole internet, Vannevar Bush wrote about it. Vannevar Bush, if you can Google and still find it before they memory hole it, this is all Defense Department technology we're on right now. This is not a game. Okay, we're up against the wall. It's May 7th, May 8th right now. Okay, this is not a Mayweather Cotto fight. This is not even. Okay, this is a 3-year-old versus Ali. We got to do something. And the reason all your people suck that you listen to is because they're not telling you that you're outnumbered, you're outmatched, you're outwitted, you're outplayed. And the best thing you can do is run. If you got access to land, water, long-term food, and you can take care of yourself, you might have a shot. But this country is going to come apart at the seams, just like Rome, from the inside, and people from the outside is going to come. And that's the main justin point of what I'm saying. If you don't believe nothing else I say, or you don't want to like and share this video or whatever, at least I'm being honest with you and I'm a real person telling you the truth of what you need to do, which is run. You can go protest, you can register as a delegate, you can try and get sovereign, you can do all that other bullshit. But at the end of the day, if you've been following this like I have and you haven't prepared yourself, you're living in a daydream. And this is serious. Okay? Because Alex Jones and all those other guys, they're rich. They got connections. You don't. What are you doing? Smoking man in the iron mask.